Welcome back everyone. This is the survival challenge running in conjunction with Chainsaw100 and Daggerwin's multiplayer survival series. So in the last episode we did some more lumber. Not my favourite thing, and this is proof of why. Just trying to pick up these logs without the right tools gets very frustrating. But today we're going to change that. I think it's time to upgrade. We'll maybe get a log grab, I think, and make it a bit easier. We actually haven't got that many trees left we can cut down. I'm not sure how it works, but if I go over to this tree with my chainsaw, it seems to suggest that I could cut it down, even though I'm clearly not in my field boundary. So I don't want to be doing that. So I'm right on the line now, facing north there. So even this tree here I don't believe is in my boundary, so it only leaves this big tree and this big tree here. I think I'll leave the others until they've grown properly. Yeah, so we'll do that in a bit, but first of all I'm just thinking, you know, our tomatoes are doing quite well, giving us a constant income, but I believe as part of the No Man's Land map there is, in greenhouses, there is, where's it at? These two greenhouses here, which is, one produces flowers and the other produces mushrooms. I'm not sure what the rate is, but I was just thinking maybe we could just plant one of each and see how that goes. I'm just a bit concerned about where the spawn points are. This looks like it would be the fill point. I don't think I need to put manure in, although it looks like it has a manure point. I'm going to make a guess that this side that's facing us now, this side here, is the spawn point. So perhaps if I just, I think I'm definitely still in my boundary here. So if I was to put one greenhouse here, yeah, I think, or do I do this? If I did it like this, and let's hope that the boundary's okay. Right, I think that's probably the best way to go about it. So if I just try and line these two up, I might leave a decent gap just in case the pallets spawn on that side. So just trying to get that lined up there. Bring it out. So I'll place that one there. So that's the mushroom one. And then if we place the flower one, it should be still lined up, yeah. So we do it somewhere like that. Okay. So we should be able to drive up here and fill at these two water points, and if the pallets spawn, well, we can still get down with a tractor and just pick them up from their end. Right. So we'll make a trip to the store. What, we've got 12,000 left. If we look at front loader tools, what have we got on options for log grabs? So there's this one here that's $3,000. I think it's pretty much just going to be that one. Yeah, they all look like bale stuff. Yeah. So we'll pick up this log fork here. Okay. Right, so I'll get in the tractor, I'll head up to the store, pick up a new log grab, and then we'll get back here and get the greenhouses filled up. Right, so I'll head up to the store and I'll see you up there. Okay, and here's our log grab waiting for us. Right, I'll get back to the farm and we'll start loading up the greenhouses with water. Just switch that valve on, get back in the tractor and start refilling. Okay, so that's full. I'm not sure how much water these greenhouses will take, but we'll try and put at least one tanker load in each, and then we'll also give another one to our tomato greenhouse as well. So I'm hoping, yep, there's the trigger point. So that's taken at least 4,000 litres, so we'll go and get another one and fill up the flower greenhouse. So this is our flower greenhouse. I'm guessing that we have to go and switch them on. Maybe from the production menu. Okay, so mushrooms will activate, flowers will activate. So it's saying cycles a month, 144 a month. 100 litres of water gives 100 litres if you can measure flowers in litres. So I think we might end up, well, that's quite bright in there. Yeah, I think we'll end up with quite a few flowers out of this, and mushrooms. Right, so we'll put another tanker into the tomato greenhouse. Probably going to have to switch this valve back on. Yes. Yeah, so just come back to have a look here, and the greenhouse probably only takes 5,000 litres of water for each, the mushroom and the flowers, whereas the tomatoes take likely over 10,000 litres. Do you know, I think while we've got the tap turned on, we'll go and stick another tanker in. That one's lasted almost 4 months, so I think we put maybe 3 tanks in on the first, when we first got the greenhouse. Yeah, so it's maybe going to take about 20,000 litres of water. So that should be plenty for quite a while now. Right, so we'll pick up the trailer and we'll start stacking it with the logs that we couldn't get on the trailer last time. Yeah, I should have done this right from the start. Saved a lot of problems. Okay, and I think I've got 1 or 2 logs still lying around somewhere. Might just strap this one in first. Right, now did I have one more log over here somewhere? No, I must have managed. That might be that one I've just put on the trailer actually. Okay. Right, so we'll take this one down next. Okay. Right, let's get this one loaded up. I think I'll just leave that one. Let's just get a strap on those ones before it's too late. While that's held there, we'll get another strap on it. Well, it looks like I've strapped the loader to the trailer. Okay. So I think there's only one more tree we can actually go for here. I think there's actually a stump that I haven't got rid of yet. There we go. Don't know if you can clear bushes. It doesn't look like it. Right. So this one here, I think that's still within our boundary, so take this one next. How big was that? Sorry, so okay, so that's 6 meters there. And we'll leave that last bit. looks pretty safe on there. No need to strap that. And I've just found my other log that I couldn't see before. I have to say this is going a lot better with this grab. I might just try and push that one back a bit. Do. This is the log that I couldn't find earlier. Don't quite know how I couldn't see that. So I wonder if I can get two of these smaller ones in. Like I can. Right, well I think that'll do. There aren't really any more trees I can cut down. I'm not going to take these smaller ones. I might as well wait and see if they'll grow. But there's not really much else I can do now in terms of logging. Right, so I'll get these up to the store and you can rejoin me when I'm there. Whoa, trailer's a little bit badly loaded, I think. Okay. Let's see what we make. $6,397. That's pretty good. That puts us in about the same state we were in terms of money when we first started. I think what I might just do is have a quick top up of fuel and then we'll get back to the farm. Okay, $170 of fuel. I think the fuel economy, which I think is usage that Daggerwin and Chainsaw are doing, is set to high. So it's also set to that in this series too. Okay, so that's everything I can do in terms of what we have already, other than sell these tomatoes, which I know we'll have another one coming soon. We're at 442 litres, so in another 58 litres there'll be another crate of tomatoes there. Still wanting to know where our pallets will spawn. It's actually saying here that we've already got 666 litres I mean, this is absolutely flying up. So we should have some crate spawn very soon from the new facilities. So the only other thing I'm thinking is it time to create another field? So I know we can just see the track coming through here, and it seems to be getting stopped probably by the render distance of the long grass. So I would like to make that a proper track eventually, follow it all the way through, which doesn't leave much room around here. These fields could probably be extended. So I think if I'm going to create another field, we'll do it over here in this bit underneath the track. So we can get on with making another field now. I know I said I'd probably leave that to for animals, to put some pastures in or something like that, but I don't really think we're in a position yet until after the first harvest to start looking into animals. If I do plant it with a crop, then maybe after it's harvested we can plant grass in there and use it for hay or silage or something like that. So I'll get the cultivator hitched up and we'll start laying out our next field. Right, so I'm just noticing on the minimap here, this second greenhouse I placed, the one with the flowers, it looks as though I've probably put it on the track that I was talking about. I didn't realise I was that close to it actually. So if I zoom right in here, yeah, that's the flower. Yeah, so you can see it just tracks through it. So we'll probably bring the track in along here, a bit diagonally, come underneath these two greenhouses, and then rejoin this track up here. So I think if I just make the field, I might just follow it there, bring it straight down here, leaving enough for the track to come through, and then go up to the field boundary. I think that'll be probably our best bet. So if I start the other side of these bushes, okay, and I'll just slowly drive up and try and keep an eye on where the track is. It might be hard for you to actually see the minimap on your screens, but I'm just to the south side of the track the whole way. Okay, so now we're heading west, and I want to stop it probably about here. Alright, I might take these trees out instead of letting them grow. But we'll just head down to the bottom end of the field boundary. I think that's about there. Okay, and then we'll head along and meet up with it, and we'll just go north up to where we started. Possibly about there. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad. Now if we look on the sort of big map, I probably could have taken it a little higher at the top there, but no, I think that's alright. And in terms of size, it's probably comparable to the first field we did. Okay, so I'll get the rest of this cultivated and we'll come back to you when I've finished. Okay, so we'll go and get the seed drill, fill it up with fertiliser and seed, and see which crop. I think maybe oats. Maybe give oats a go. Okay, so there's the oats selected. Right, so this shouldn't take too long. As we know, this is a good width seeder and we can travel at 11 miles an hour.
In your eyes I saw diamonds and skies, and I did all for you 'cause you wanted me to. In your eyes I saw diamonds and skies, and I did all for you 'cause you wanted me to.
Well, there's just one more strip to do after this. It really is a quick job with this seeder. And there we have it, our first field of oats. Still got half a tank of seed and fertiliser, so we're good to go for another field yet. Right, so we're out of seed, and we have a little bit of fertilizer left, but that's okay. So before I do the rolling, I think I mentioned it in the last episode, I might just take this up to the store, get it converted to the from the 3-point linkage to the sort of tow hitch version, and we'll just see if that makes the rolling any better. I think it was only like $150 to make the upgrade, and you know, we're sitting with over 15,000 in the bank, so I don't think it's too much of a problem to give this a go. Okay. So I want to customize it. 3-point toolbar. Yeah, that's right. So it's a $250 upgrade. Okay. Right, so I'll get back to the farm and we'll get that last field rolled in. See if the tow bar makes any difference. Okay, so it looks like I'm still... I actually don't think it's doing any rolling. You can see here that the sort of drill lines are going the opposite way. Although, yeah, no, I don't think it is. So you can lower the roller. I didn't think you could. Right, that's it now. It actually looked like it went up, but yeah, see, when you get stones that are sort of down the centre line of the roller, although it went over it there. Right, I'll just press on with this and see you at the end. So we're just finishing the last pass here. I don't think it's been any better in terms of how many stones have been missed using the tow bar instead of the 3-point linkage. But I've been up and down the whole field. It is completely rolled in, but as you can see there's still a lot of stones. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly run round, drive over as many of them as I can in a completely random fashion, and I'll come back to you when I've done that. Okay, so I've actually managed to get every single stone. That was just the last one there on the bottom of the map. So yeah, I don't know if it went any better or not. Maybe I'm just getting more used to it. But anyway, that field's done. Next month it's going to need the weeds treated. We might be running out of herbicide though. But I've just noticed as well now we have 2 pallets of flowers, and I'm assuming we're going to have 2 pallets of mushrooms as well. In fact, we're only sort of 20 litres away from the 3rd pallet. Let's have a look at our mushrooms. Fresh mushrooms, all boxed up. Yeah, so 983, 984 litres before the next one comes. So I think next we'll just get the trailer, we'll load it up with all these pallets, get our forks on, Drop the log grab off, put the pallet forks on. Don't think we're going to need the weight for this. So if I just leave the trailer about here. There we are. Right, we'll try and pick these three up now, put them on the trailer. Okay, hopefully I can attach to the trailer like we did when we were logging that time. Perfect. Put the straps across so we don't lose them. Right, we'll go and get the flowers and the mushrooms next. Okay, so that's not going to work. These mushrooms must be really heavy. Who'd have thought that? Yeah, worst stacking job ever, but they're all on now. Right, we'll try and do a better job with the flowers. I think this is going to be really ugly, but as long as they're on. No, well, I mean, it's really ugly because none of them are on. Alright, so that's pretty much the worst stacking I've ever done in my life. However, it isn't the best trailer to be doing it with, especially when it tips up the way it does and the bed's never level. Oh, we'll get strapped up. We'll get to the store and see what it's all worth. Okay, so we just made 17,575, and there's still some pallets to be sold because they weren't the right way up. That's another 7,000. Sorry, another 7,500 for the last two pallets there. I mean, that's absolutely fantastic. We're now up to 40,000. I begin to think these greenhouses are slightly better than doing silage. I'll get back to the farm. It's looking like the two new greenhouses will need refilled, or they'll run out overnight. So I'll get that done, and then I think that'll be it for this episode. Okay, so that didn't quite empty the tank there, but that means the greenhouse is completely full. So we'll refill the tanker, get the other greenhouse refilled, and whatever's left we'll put into the tomato greenhouse. I think what we might have to do eventually, instead of taking the produce from the greenhouses up to the store ourselves, we'll set it to automatically sell, which I think you lose a little bit of profit off, but once the farm gets in full swing and there's lots of jobs to do, we don't want to have to be transporting several boxes of tomatoes and mushrooms and flowers in every episode. Okay, so that was left with 140 litres. So I'll just stick this final bit, I mean it's next to nothing, in the tomatoes. Okay. So that's it for this episode. Again, thank you all for watching. Really appreciate all the likes and the comments I'm getting. It really makes the videos worthwhile doing. And I'll see you all again in the next one. Take care.